We're here today. Trustmark is the presenting sponsor for Over the Edge, which is an event that we've put together to help raise money for Friends of Children's Hospital, which of course will go to support the growth of the hospital and all the children that we serve throughout Mississippi at the hospital. We are standing on the top of the 14th floor of the Trustmark building in downtown Jackson, and we're about ready to go over the edge with Miss Mississippi.
Today I'm about to rappel down this 14-story building you see on my right, and I cannot believe I'm about to do it, but I'm super excited. It's going to be a lot of fun. As Miss Mississippi, I'm an ambassador for Children's Miracle Network Hospitals, so this is a great way to raise awareness for these kids by rappelling off this 14-story building, which is Trustmark. I'm also an ambassador for Trustmark. My dad is a banker here. It's a great bank that's raising great awareness for these kids.
Tell us, before you go up there, as you take a look at the height of the building, what goes through your mind?
I was standing here a second ago and I was filming all the way up, and I said, am I there yet? Am I there yet? Am I there yet? When I got to the top, my heart kind of dropped a minute, and I said, that's going to be me in a matter of minutes rappelling down that. I'm going to have to compose myself, but we're going to have a lot of fun, so it'll be great regardless. I think it's a fun way to bring people together and show that just, even though it's a little scary to step off that edge and come down that 14-story building, think about what these kids are going through in the hospitals and their situations, what their families are going through. This is a minor way that we can show awareness and make a fun setting around it to bring hope and bring compassion and bring awareness to those kids and their families.
We're on the roof of the Trustmark corporate office building downtown Jackson, and just behind me is where the edgers all day long are actually rappelling off the top of the building, raising funds for Friends of Children's Hospital. We are so happy that Laura Lee Lewis decided to take the challenge and be an edger this year and help us raise funds. More importantly, she's over there right now training and getting ready to take her plunge over the Trustmark building, and we're so excited. We're taking lots of pictures, and she's really pumped up. The Over the Edge crew comes in and they make sure everything follows all OSHA standards. We've got super security provisions in place, a lot of ropes, a lot of extra precautions, just so everybody can come out and have a great time.
Nice job, sir. So now's a good time to, well, once you get past that little lip there, we'll have you stop and flip your hand to the other side of that black strap. There you go. Yeah, nice. Good job. Yep, perfect. There you go.
I had the opportunity to go over the edge yesterday with Governor Phil Bryant. I will say he did beat me, but I think I had a little bit more style in my drop than he did. But we had a great time, great cause, and the governor was very, very helpful in helping us raise money for this event.
What went through your mind when you went down the beginning of the 14th story building?
Well, let me just say that the first couple of steps over the edge are the scariest. Once you realize you're not going to fall, the equipment has you, you begin to relax, and then it was all about looking down and waving to the crowd, supporting this great event. And then looking through the windows as I went down each of the 14 floors at our associates inside that were waving, that have also done a great job to support us.
I did do this last year. It's an incredible experience. I will not lie, it is very, very scary. That first 10 feet is very intimidating, but once you're going down and you're able to look out and hear the crowd cheering you on and hear the music and all that's going on down below, it's just so exciting, very adrenaline pumping. And knowing that you're doing this, you're facing fear that the kids do every single day at the hospital by facing their fears and getting the needles and the surgeries and all those things. It just makes it so much more worth it to know that you're doing this to support them.
What was your reaction when you were down on the ground finally after doing your rappelling?
It is so exhilarating. It is like, yes, I actually did this. I rappelled 174 feet down.
Are you ready?
Okay.
Yeah. Going out there. Hope I make it. I knew when I was Crown Miss Mississippi that one thing I wanted to add to my list was to go over the edge for Blair Batson and for Friends of Children's Hospital, because, you know, this is a wonderful opportunity to bring all these people together to talk about a great cause and to have fun. So I just stood over the edge of a 14-story building with my arms out wide, and I went down, rappelled down the building, and I couldn't have asked for a more fun experience. I'm so glad I signed up for it. Thank you to all who have donated to help me raise awareness and raise funds for Friends of Children's Hospital. I couldn't ask for a better group of people that have supported me and have supported this event, so thank you. And I hope that for many years to come, Miss Mississippi will continue to go over the edge for Friends of Children's Hospital.
What went through your mind when you first stepped out on the ledge?
What have I gotten myself into? No, this was so much fun. When I was there, I said, I'm so glad I signed up for this. I'm never going to forget it. And when I got down, a few of the guys said, now you can add this to your list of hobbies. I love to rappel, so I'm going to have to add this to my resume. I'm an excellent rappeller. Oh, Trustmark has been so supportive, not only to Miss Mississippi and to the Miss Mississippi program, but to people like the children of Friends of Children's Hospital and Blair Batson. So thank you, Trustmark, for giving to a cause as great as this and as great as Miss Mississippi. Yes, I had to go down in style, so we've got the Miss Mississippi prelim crown that I won when I was Miss Dixie, and I've got my cape on the back. It says Miss Mississippi with a crown on it, so I had to go down in style. Why not?
We support Miss Mississippi because she's a reflection of all that is good about Mississippi and does such a great job in promoting our state. And her association with Trustmark and with Friends is just an added value for us all. And we're so happy she's here today to do this. Trustmark has supported Children's Hospital through Friends for many years now in a variety of ways, and this is the latest new innovation to help raise money. It's an interesting event, a lot of fun. Children's Hospital does so much good to help children in need throughout Mississippi, and that's why we support it.
I did this for the Children's Hospital. My husband volunteers each year to help people rappel over, and he signed me up so I could go over the edge and experience it with him and volunteer.
Describe the experience from the time that they hooked you up 14 stories up.
I'm still shaking a little bit. It was a unique experience, that's for sure.
What was going through your mind as you were coming down?
I just want to get to ground as soon as possible. I think it's an amazing charity they do every year for the children. It's wonderful.
My partner's son was a patient at Blair Batson and ultimately succumbed to cancer, and so we did it in his honor.
What was it like going over the edge?
Over the edge wasn't hard. Stepping out onto the roof was the hardest part, just when we first step out to the edge. But once I was turned around on the ropes, it was no problem.
I have a lot of friends who've had children come in and out of Batson for various reasons, and every year on this same day I normally run the St. Jude Half Marathon in Nashville, and so I thought I'm going to do a little bit something different and help the children of Mississippi this year.
Describe your experience.
It was really not scary until I got halfway down, and then I got a little shaky because I realized I still had halfway to go, but it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun.
What went through your mind when you first went over the edge?
This was probably the coolest thing I've ever done. Absolutely the coolest thing I've ever done. So very thankful for them, for the use of their facilities, for the organization. This has been handled beautifully the whole way through.
Oh, it was wonderful. I've never been so gratified raising money in my life.
What was it like going over the edge?
Oh, it was exhilarating. It was wonderful.
It was great. It's a good cause, which makes it even better. And so the jumping and all of that it's a good rush, but it was well worth the time.
Well, I just feel so honored to be a part of Team Maggie and to support Blair Batson Children's Hospital and all the good things they do for those that are struggling with diseases, childhood diseases. So that's why I'm here, to hang 14 stories from Trustmark.
It's the Batson Children's Hospital. It's part of the Children's of Mississippi that is located at the University of Mississippi Medical Center, serves children from all 82 counties across Mississippi and beyond. We have about 150,000 children a year who come there for treatment for all sorts of illnesses, injuries. It's a wonderful place, and Friends is very proud to be able to support it, and we're grateful to our many volunteers and donors who make that possible.
We're with Friends of Children's Hospital, and our board is, our target is to raise as much money as we can for the Children's Hospital. So between Trustmark, Over the Edge, and Friends of Children's Hospital, we've partnered together to put together this great event.
I'm very thankful for the opportunity. I'm thankful that I was able to move here and jump right on board with this. I'm doing it for my daughter and all the children fighting for their lives and the families involved as well.
We appreciate Trustmark joining up with Friends of Children's Hospital for such a worthy cause.
Trustmark has, I told somebody yesterday, they have just shown out. They have been absolutely amazing. Not only do they really take the lead on the coordination of the event, they host the event, but all of their employees personally get behind it. You know, a lot of them have been touched by the hospital. They've had family, friends who've had children there, so it means a great deal to them. But they've reached out to their entire system, and we cannot express our appreciation enough to Trustmark and Jerry Host and Melanie Morgan and so many people from Trustmark who are actually going over the edge today.
Just couldn't be happier with what's going on today. We've had so many people from all over the state, and I'll say all over Trustmark's footprint, our 5-state region. We have people that have come in from Florida, from Texas, from Alabama, from Tennessee, that are all helping to support this event, and our associates, our 3,000 associates throughout our footprint have all been part of this.
It is extremely positive. There's a lot of adrenaline, a lot of happiness, a lot of smiles. People are so excited to be out here. It's just really an awesome event.
If you have questions about Trustmark, we just ask you to go to our website, trustmark.com, and I think you'll find answers to any question you might have.
They can go to our website, foch.org, or of course they can go to the umc.edu website directly and find out more about Children's Hospital and their services, and hopefully they won't ever need it, but it's great to know it's there when they do.